Alrighty guys and gals, welcome back to the Houston Kilby YouTube channel. I'm Houston Kilby and my main man Jesse, he's filming today.
Yeah, man.
That's right, you guys will see him here in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so in today's episode, you guys are going to get to see us put this panel here together. What this is a belly pan, alright? It's basically a catch pan for oil and fluids, and if you have a catastrophe with your engine and it explodes and you have rods come out of it and they say peekaboo, they've got somewhere to land and not hopefully get so much stuff on the track or underneath your rear tires, okay? So that's what we're building today. In most NHRA sanctions tracks, if you're going to be running something this fast, you have to have one of these on it by the rules. Now there's a lot of classes you don't have to do that, but we're just trying to get everything on there now before we get this thing powder coated, so that way we've got all the safety stuff on there, we've got all the rules stuff covered, so no matter where we want to go and race at, we can race on it. So, I know you guys are dying to know who is the winner of guessing the horsepower on this thing. You guys stay tuned, we'll make y'all watch some more of this episode.
Yeah, man, it's been a barn burner, that's for sure.
So, we've had, golly, I think me and Jesse have had so many bribes.
Yeah. It's been crazy. People look at me at the side and say, hey, what is it? Nope, can't tell nobody.
So we've been keeping it really hush-hush just so everybody has a fair chance. But thank you guys so much for commenting below on all of our episodes. This really does help us out a lot. As of like last night, I'm about to do a final check again. I think we had over 500 guesses total between YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias. You guys have been burning it up on guessing the horsepower of this thing for a street tune. And we did tune this thing for the street just so we can get some more seat time in it. But let me tell you this much right now. This old girl is, she's ready to go, ain't she?
Yeah, she's a handful, that's for sure.
We just gave her just a little bit and she's ready to.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something. So let's get on in this episode here. Alright guys, got the main man Jesse here with me today.
Yeah, man.
He's going to be helping me out a lot today in today's episode of working on GTO. So to start out this episode here, I thought I'd kind of go over some stuff on the motor and on the car here of kind of things that's going on, and especially one of the reasons why we stopped where we stopped at on the dyno in the last episode. So one of the things on the last two pulls, you guys could see, and I'll throw it up in the video, there was like some boost pressure.
Yeah.
Or we couldn't really tell at first. I even thought maybe it was fuel.
It looked just like fuel.
It did, didn't it?
But I think it was boost.
It was. So what ended up happening was while we were running the motor and I didn't realize what was happening, that plug right there, that's where the distributor used to be in this engine, okay? So we got coil packs on it now. And I made a plug to go back there and it's not sealing up real good. So what happened is, you guys can see some oil and stuff in there. Once we got to a certain RPM, this thing started making 20-some pounds of boost. It started shooting crank pressure up through there, and that's why it steamed up over there real bad. So that's what happened there. While we were on the dyno, we couldn't figure out what was going on.
It was like right underneath the injectors. It was perfect. You're like, it's dead giveaway. I was like, oh crap, I hope them injectors ain't leaking.
Yeah, so that was our first issue we saw going on there. The other thing that was going on, we were starting to push off our coupler down here. That was starting to come off. So here's an area that we're going to have to fix for sure, because at 6,000 RPM, it started pushing it off. So we know that's not going to work. So I've got some things I'm going to fix right there to take care of that problem there. Up next, the other issue, we were talking about it in the last episode. That was the oiling problem that we were having. At first, we didn't know what the issue was. I don't think this fixed it, but as we ran the motor more and more, our oiling problem, it averaged out and cleaned up. It stopped doing what it was doing, so I'm not sure what the deal was. So on the regulator, all we done was add this vacuum line right here into the side of the regulator, and it just plumbs into the back of the intake back here at the back, okay?
And it controls off boost.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that.
Yeah, it was something that I just missed it, and it was something I didn't have hooked up, and luckily, man, Kevin was able to hook us up and he drilled and tapped this housing out so we could put one of these fittings on here. And we were able to plumb it up. If he hadn't have had that or hadn't have helped us out with that, we wouldn't have been able to dyno the car the rest of that episode. Yeah, it would have been a long, short trip, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's what's going on with that. We got a few fixes here to do. So what's left on the car for us to do until we're ready for powder coating? So in today's episode, we got to finish up on making that the pan that's got to go at the bottom of the motor. We need to build that. It needs to be removable. That's one thing that needs to be done. We need to put a window net in the car. That's one thing. It's a safety thing that needs to be done. We need to put seat belts in the car. Right now, we just got lap belts in it, and we're old school like that. Moving on to the back of the car, we need to put wheelie bars on it, and we need to mount parachutes. I know a lot of people's been asking about that. I still need to buy parachutes. That's one of the things I don't have yet, and I don't have the seat belts and the window net. So those are things I've got to get.
And we talked about for a long time putting a wing on the car.
Yeah.
But I think we figured out how we're gonna get this big old yacht in a trailer with the wing.
Yeah. So we're not quite sure yet, wing wise.
Mixed emotions.
Yeah, we got mixed emotions about putting a wing back here and what type of wing to put on it.
It'll help the old car out, but
yeah, we're very torn right now. I'm talking with Blaine. He's my suspension guy, and he's got a lot more experience with running a wing or not running a wing than what I do. So we're bouncing around ideas of how to handle the whole rear section of the car back here, because this thing's it's a land yacht already, yeah. And also fitting it in the trailer with the golf cart and all that stuff. So we kind of got some things to figure out here and to go along there. So that's what you guys have got to see here coming up, is getting those things done. And then we'll start tearing the car apart and getting this thing ready for powder coat. Ain't that right, Jesse?
Yes, sir. Get some paint spilled on the old chassis.
That's right. And we will be going to high-tech specialty coatings to get that done.
Best in town.
That's right. All right, guys. So we'll get back on into the episode here. I just want to fill you guys in on all this stuff.
Let's hope this episode goes good.
That's right. Shoot, Lord. Every time we go to fabricate, sometimes
all the tools get blowed out.
That's right. We'll try to clean the shop back up when we get done. All right, let's get to it. All right, guys, so one of the first steps is, anytime you're gonna do anything sheet metal, is make you a cardboard template. So this is kind of the design I've come up with. It'll have walls all the way around it, and of course it'll be boxed down on this side too. So the problem that we're gonna have today with this is what benders I have available. And I'll also probably put a bead roll in here somewhere too, just to make it look good. So let's talk about how we're gonna mount it. So I'm gonna use this style of quarter turn, okay? It will basically mount through the side here, and you can turn it to lock it down, right? So imagine it's up vertical like that, and then this piece will go through the side of it. So we'll drill some holes in here, somewhere like that on both sides. These springs right here will be mounted on the inside of our pan here, okay? All right, so let's go look at the problem that we're gonna have today. All right, so this is our problem right here, is the type of bender that I have. This thing works really good, but it only does straight bends like this, okay? So what happens is, when you need to bend this side up too and make a flap that comes up right here, you can only bend so far. So let me show you how this works. So like, let's pretend there's extra material there where it says add to the front there. All right, so if we've got it clamped down right there, and we go to bend up, see that right there? We can only get a 45-degree bend in this thing. So that's the problem with it. Now, they make special benders to do just this, and they have what they call removable fingers. So sections of this bender could come out. All right, but we got to deal with what we got to deal with. So this edge over here, I'll probably have to do a hammer form and then bend it over. A lot of times what I use is a piece of angle iron, and I clamp it down like that right there, and then we bend the piece over is how I do it. But I won't bore you guys with that. It's a little bit monotonous, and it also beats up the material pretty bad, but where this piece is hid, I think it'll be okay. So let's get our piece cut out and get it bent out here real quick. Alrighty guys, so went ahead and got these springs for our quarter turn fasteners all riveted on and stuff. That way we can use these style of quarter turn fasteners, so that way when it's hooked up inside the car, all we gotta do, so all we gotta do is put this in here and boom, turn just like that, and it's now fastened in there. So that's what we're gonna go with to hopefully make this really simple and easy to pull this pan in and out of the car.
Yeah, man.
Alrighty guys, back underneath the car here again, we're pretty much wrapping up here on this belly pan, and as always, it's always a full mess.
Yeah, man.
Instead of calling a car full metal goat, we should have called it full mess.
Yeah.
But I think the method of how this thing is mounted is going to work really good. I got everything cleaned up really nice right in here. I had to add this little angled piece in right here and weld it in, which I didn't want to have to do. But I had some sand that was in here that we needed to cover up. And it was basically where the belly pan meets the mid plate and the mid plate meets this panel here. And I had too many open lines right there, and I just wanted to have one, so that's why I done it like that. But it is what it is. So let's remove this thing, test it out so you guys can see how it comes out, and we'll go from there. So let's check this out here real quick.
It's a little tight, but that's what we're kind of wanting anyways.
Need to work on this a little bit more, get it a little bit looser, but there you guys go.
Yeah, man.
Right there. Simple as that. We got it welded up.
Ain't no oil hitting the track now.
We got a containment in there. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but
It gets the job done.
they get the job done fresh right here, and nobody even sees it anyway.
That's what I tell my boss all the time, and he agrees with me. That's what sucks.
Not the prettiest thing in the world,
But I get the job done.
but you get the job done though, right?
Yeah, man. In there like a glove. That one right there needs the spring adjusted, so it ain't working too good, but that nowhere works great.
Yeah, it goes in pretty quick.
Yeah. Bingo.
Snapped in. Still got a little bit of fitment back in here to do, so I want it to drop in and out just a little bit easier than what it is. It's a little bit tight back here in the back, but we're like really close to it right now. So I'm gonna do a little bit more hammer work on this right here and get this whole section right here. I'll drop in and out here. So let's work on that, and then after that we'll have this bad boy wrapped up here.
Yeah, man.
Alrighty guys and gals, it is time to announce the winner. It is time. So, how much horsepower did we make on our street tune? Again, it was a very light tune what we done on it. We didn't lean on the motor real hard at all. We just wanted to clean it up so we could drive it on the street a little bit more.
Started good.
That's right, because boy, this thing
He was struggling trying to start this dude.
Yeah, and Kevin helped us out a lot on pointing us in the right direction of helping us with our startup and stuff on it too. So, how much power did we make? At 6,000 RPM, 10 degrees timing, we made 1,211 horsepower.
Yeah,
and
man.
The closest person to guessing it, this gentleman was 1 horsepower off. Nobody guessed the exact power of it.
Nobody.
But Jamie Darnell, you are the winner, brother.
Yeah, man.
Congrats. So guys, definitely we appreciate everyone for commenting down below, guessing the horsepower on the car and stuff. I tell y'all what, me and Jesse, after going and dynoing this thing,
Dude,
we got an animal on our hands here.
Yeah.
When you consider we're looking at running 25 to 30 degrees, timing this thing, and we're looking at spinning at 7,500 to 8,000 RPM, we got a lot of power left to go.
yeah,
for the
power
rest
on
too.
tap.
Yeah.
That's all it is, power on tap.
Power
Blows
on
me
tap.
away, man.
But yeah, guys, y'all definitely give a big shout out to Jamie.
Yeah, man. Good dude. Really good guy. He's been with us for a while, dude.
Yeah, he has, ain't he?
Going on. I know he sent me a friend request on Facebook about 5 years ago. He's a cool cat, guys. Got some killer hot rods.
Heck yeah. So, Jamie, congratulations. Definitely everybody congratulate Jamie there on that. There's another thing that we're going to throw in for Jamie.
Yeah.
That
Got
is,
you a mini-me, man.
that's right, man. For your Christmas tree this year, I'm going to be shipping you a full metal goat ornament here for your tree. And it is clear coated and it has the bare metal finish just like the old GTO here. So,
Yeah, man.
Jamie, now every time you put your tree up, you got a GTO to slap on there. So anyways, guys, that's it for me and Jesse here. We thank y'all again for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment down below.
Party on YouTube's all I'm
That's right.
saying.
That's right. So anyways, we'll see y'all in the next one, and appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to go over to KilmerSports.com where we've got all kinds of merch over there and all kinds of high performance products as well. And definitely a big shout out to our sponsors and partners. Till next time, you guys have a good one.